Hello my friends, welcome to this reading vlog. I'm excited to get into it. It is Monday, February 20th, and I am getting through the library books I checked out like last week. I know that I said I wasn't going to check out any more library books, but I have read 19 books from my physical TBR, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to reward myself, and instead of buying a book, I'll just go to the library. And I gave myself a limit of 5. And I ended up checking out 6 library books. So I read 1 so far. I read Ash Princess, which I gave 4 stars. That is actually a really, really good book. And now I'm currently reading Something in the Air by Suzanne Enoch. This is like super duper cute. I have been wronged in the past by historical romance, and so I was really worried about starting this one, but it's been really, really cute. I'll talk about it in a second. I wanted to say it is 9:30. I woke up at 7:30. I don't know why. There have been some advancements in my writing, publishing my book process. I don't know what the word I was looking for there, because if you didn't know, I am in the process of publishing my book and putting it on Amazon for everybody to read, and so that's been something on my mind like constantly. So that's really exciting. So that's been like my morning so far. I have my coffee. It is super early in the morning. Also, I cut my hair the other day, like 2 days ago, yesterday, and what do you think? Okay, so it looks really messy because I just woke up and I didn't do anything to it. I put it up in a bun and I took it out of the bun, and here it is. My hair was just getting so long, and I have been cutting it myself for like a year and a half. So I was like, this is out of hand. There's so many split ends. I'm just gonna chop it off. So I chopped it off. I like it short. I think it looks okay. My curls have been curling. The stolen air. Jump scare. It's me, editing Emily, coming in to say, yeah, I did say the stolen air instead of something in the air, but in my defense, I tried not to do that, and I was like aware not to do that, except for that one time. It just totally slipped, but the titles are so similar, and when I was reading the stolen air, I said the stolen air so many times too because I was making a video for it, so that might happen again. In advance, I apologize. Let me tell you what it's about. So this is a historical romance, as I said, but these two characters, they got married only out of convenience because to keep her estate, her house, she needed to be the first one out of her cousins to be married. So she was like, hey, you're my friend, I'll help you with work and politics, and I will like be your right hand woman. Just let's get married so I can keep my estate. And he was like, okay, sure. Now it's been 8 years that they've been married, and she's like stuck to her word. She helps him with work and she plans everything and like helps him get what he wants, and he is married, so like he's keeping up his end of the bargain. This marriage is like not romantically based. If anything, it's like not even, it's like barely platonic because they're friends, but it's been 8 years and they're just kind of like living in the same house with the same goals. But then in the contract, it also said like for them to keep the estate, they had to have an heir, a kid, in like 5 years. Well, this has been 8 years and they haven't had a kid. But what she did, the main character, she pretended like she did have kids, and she made up like these 2 fictional kids to claim that she did, and so that they wouldn't be kicked out. But now the Duke of the estate, her grandfather, is having this birthday party, and he wants everybody to come, including her fictional children. So she finally tells Will, her husband, that she did this, and he's like, oh my gosh, that's insanity, because they're British in my head. She's like, I know, it is crazy, like, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I did this, it was just like necessary for me to keep this estate. And he's like, no, I understand, so let's go take 2 children from the orphanage so that they can pretend to be ours. And so they make up this elaborate scheme, and they borrow these 2 kids from the orphanage with like, it's like a trade, because they'll sponsor the orphanage. It's not like just a one-time deal. Anyways, for the time it takes until the birthday, so it's 8 weeks with these kids. I was gonna buy it, but I borrowed it first just in case. But this is turning out to be super duper cozy and like really fluffy and fun, like just fun. I'm on page 131, chapter 11, because I don't know why. I was reading really fast, my other books, and then this one I just took it really slow. But these usually take me longer to read. So Will, he like totally is in love with her, or was in love with her when they were teenagers, and now that they're married and it's been 8 years, he kind of like threw that out of the window because he's like, she doesn't like me, this is just for convenience sake. And now that they're having to like work together to keep up this scheme and like join forces, he's remembering all the reasons why he was in love with her, and she's also noticing him because she kind of had like a tiny little crush, maybe not even a crush, but he was a good friend. And now she's like, he's this dashing man with all these outstanding qualities, and I've never seen this side of him before. He's not the lanky little boy that I was friends with. Now he's a man, like all this stuff. And I'm like, this is so cute. And the kids are crazy because they're not like obedient little prim and proper kids. Like they come from a rough background. So Will and Emmeline, it's spelled Emmeline, the two main characters, they have to like watch over these kids. And I don't know, it is just so cute. And I love the atmosphere. It's really good so far. I don't know when I'm gonna finish this because it's taking me like days to get to page 133. Today I really want to go to the library because I have put this book on hold for a long time. I missed it the first time, didn't go to pick it up. The second time I was like, I need to go pick it up. If you don't know, like my reading followers favorites video, I had this like secret book that I didn't end up reading because I didn't end up getting it, and I'm gonna go get it today, so I'll read it. So I have some errands to do. I'm also gonna work today. I'm gonna hopefully take you along the ride. I'll see you soon. I've been talking for 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. Bye. I'm severely regretting the decision to wake up at 7:30 this morning. Right now, it's 2:17 p.m. I just came back home from the library and I got Convenience Store Woman. This is a secret little book that I've been wanting to read. The print is huge, so I don't think it'll take me long to read this at all. I'm excited. And I also picked up a blind date with the book because they had them there and none of them have descriptions. I just randomly chose this one. I hope that it's a good one. Maybe I'll know about it. I'm gonna open it right now for you to see and we'll both find out. I think the idea of this is really cool. I have never picked up a blind date with the book. It feels weird like opening this because I keep thinking it's from the library and like you're destroying it. Just because I tend to be very specific but with what I want to read and what I want to pick up, and the idea of leaving it up to like somebody else is difficult for me to understand. And sometimes like it has certain aspects that I didn't want to read about, genres, stuff like that. Do I know this book? Do you want to see me absolutely ravaging this? Ravaging? I know this book. I know this book. I know this book. Went through all 5 stages of grief. Not grief, happiness, because this bye trash is While We Were Dating, which I have seen somewhere. Let me brush up on what this is about. Blah 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 blah. Lighthearted banter, serious turn, and it's a family emergency. Blah 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 blah. Fake dating. 2 people realize that it's no longer an act when they veer off script in this sizzling romantic comedy. Interesting. This is exciting. Maybe I'll read this in this vlog too. I just added another library book to my like library book pile. Well, I'll tell you here as well. I just got Vow of Thieves and these annotating little gel pens from Jolyn because she's literally the coolest and the sweetest and the nicest ever. And this made my day. This made my day. Ah! I'm excited to read this. I haven't bought a book in like a while just because I do not need to spend money on that. I really don't. I'm trying to save money, so I haven't, and this just feels like really cool, really nice. I'm gonna go work now. I also haven't done that one errand that I need to do, and I'm thinking about whether or not like I want to do it, because I'm going to do it, but I have to do it later because I don't want to work, or I don't want to go in and have to come back and do work, because it's not really an errand. It's like seeing a friend, and I'm gonna want to see her and not leave, so I'm like, I have to do work first and then go see her, so I'm gonna do work first. Okay, I talked about my book earlier in this video, right? So Cody, one of my closest internet friends, we've known each other since like 2018. I don't know if it feels like a long time. And she is a artiste. She's an artist. She likes to draw. So I told her, which I tried to commission stuff from her in the past, and I have failed. But this time I was like, dude, I really need a book cover. If only I had a friend who knew how to draw. And she was like, if only. And I was like, okay. But then she sketched it out, and the way that she's doing it so far, like, I'm really loving it. So this is exciting. Like, I thought that this cover thing would take me a lot longer, because I was like looking at my other books that I have and like seeing who illustrated those. But it's hard to like trust somebody to get your mental image. Like, this is what you're showing people right off the bat of what you've written, and like it has to encapsulate the feeling of what it is to read that book. I feel like a cover tells just so much, along with the title, but a cover is really important. So she's got it down so far. This is exciting. I thought that I would tell you that, because that also made my day. My day was going kind of rough in the beginning. It was just a really weird day, but it's actually looking up now, guys. It's looking up. As far as reading updates, I did read some more of Something in the Air in the library. I got past the halfway point. I'm still liking it. The kids are like little rascals, and they're like stealing things to save up for their future life. Like, they worry a lot that the couple that's taking care of them is gonna like kind of screw them over and not take care of them after these 8 weeks. So they're doing a lot of these mischievous things. And their older brother, who's coming to take, I forgot the word, but he's gonna become their guardianship, I forgot the word, of them, because he's 18. I said that already. Anyways, but he is also not the best guy, and so this couple is like, we don't really trust you, and he's staying at the house that everybody else is staying at. So I'm interested to see how this ends, because I'm like, are they gonna keep the kids? Are they gonna keep the kids, or they're gonna send them to like a really, really nice home? But they're getting attached to the kids, and then also the couple's just getting more familiar with each other, and they have little bickering moments, but it always ends in like such a married couple way, and they apologize, and they're like, I shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, this is just really nice to read. This is really nice. I'm having a good time. I don't know, there's nothing dramatic happening. I just love it. Anyways, that's my update. Hey guys, I'm back. So I finished Something in the Air by Suzanne Enoch, and I'm giving it 4.5 stars, though like in my heart it's pretty much a 5. I just love how much you grow to see these characters fall in love with the kids that they take in, and they start to feel like their own kids even if they aren't by blood. And it's the story of them realizing that like what's most important, and how they've been living for the past 8 years avoiding each other basically, and pretending like this marriage is just a partnership when it could be so much more. And so I also think that the relationship dynamic was really sweet to read. This wasn't dramatic, it wasn't like edge of your seat events, it was very slice of life domestic. But I loved it for that, because it had so many scenes that really showcased each one of the characters' personalities and qualities, and so it made them feel very real. And overall, like, very wholesome time. I would be recommending this for a long time to come. I'm so glad I read this. With that being said, I started a convenience store woman because I didn't realize how it gives tiny book energy, but it is very tiny. So I figured if I started this today, maybe I can finish it by tomorrow, because I'm not gonna be home for the next 2 days. So I don't know if I want to take this with me to read. Like, I don't know if this is a book to read out and about. There's just certain books that like I want to just read here in one sitting, and books that I want to take with me. So I might pick up While We Were Dating or You Reach Sam. One of those two. Because sometimes when I read too much of one genre, I get kind of sick of it and it all starts to blend in my head. But I think the only other library books I have are a sci-fi and a thriller. And I'm not sure if I'm ready for either one of those. So, like I said, I'm almost 50 pages into this, and I can definitely see the tone that it's taking, and I feel a weird sense of relatability to the main character. There's certain lines that she said when I'm like, wow. Like this one that says, infecting each other like this is how we maintain ourselves as human, is what I think. And it has a lot to do with the effect that other people have on her personality, because she feels like she just doesn't fit in. So what she does is she takes somebody's personality and mimics it to like almost the extreme extent to where she's just not her own person anymore, but it's just to fit in to this world that she's like shoved into, because otherwise she wouldn't fit in. I think it's a really interesting take. Of course, like, I didn't read the synopsis, so I don't know like where the plot, if there was a plot that is happening here. She's just working at this convenience store and kind of loving it, loving her little life. I love that for her. I'll let you know where this goes. Bad lighting, I know, but I thought that I'd give you a quick update because I'm so close to finishing it. I did decide to bring it with me because I figured if I'm like flying through it, why not just finish it? And it's so incredibly short. I can definitely see what this story is trying to say. I think that it's kind of odd the way that she paired up with this random guy. One, because he's a very weird individual, but also because of that, there's like a sense of unity between them because she also views herself as an outcast. So there's all this talk about like societal norms and what society wants you to be and like pushes you into the specific mold. A lot of talk about that. It's a very like interesting book because I'm like, so how, like, what is the message at the end? Like, what is the final thought for this story? Now she's with this guy, so she's like telling everybody that she's with a man and they've been pushing her to be with somebody, and so now they're like all happy for her and she's confused as to why they're so happy for her, because it makes her realize, oh, they weren't happy for me before this. And so I'm like, is this gonna end with her embracing her weirdness or like her fully adopting society's norms? I don't really know. I have about 40 pages left. I'm gonna finish this probably right now or today. Hey guys, so it's the next day and I know that this shade of orange is like horrendous, but I wanted to do a get ready with me. I also got coffee from Summermoon because this morning I ended up getting like a giant migraine, but I think it's only because I haven't had coffee today and my body is like rejecting the idea of me not having caffeine, and so I wanted to knock out, but I have plans tonight, so I'm gonna get dressed, do my makeup, take you along the ride with me, see where this goes. I also ended up finishing Convenience Store Woman, which I need to give you my thoughts on. I think I'll do that after I finish getting ready, so you don't have to see this orange anymore because I can't get over how bright it is. We're supposed to be watching a movie like outside and it's semi-cold today but not freezing, and I typically run like really warm, so I think I'm gonna wear this turtleneck because I like the shade of it and I haven't worn it in a while, and this jacket that's really light on top but it matches the colors and it is like another layer, so it's not gonna be super duper warm, but it's not gonna keep me freezing as if I didn't already have it. You might be semi-close to me, but I really can't tell, so we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna wear these earrings. I was gonna wear gold, but I don't know. I've been obsessed with these teardrop earrings, and I just think that they're so mesmerizing. And they match the outfit today because of the blue. They go, right? They go. I might be getting picked up in like 20 minutes, so I kind of have to hurry up the process. But also, I have a migraine right now, and I don't feel like hurrying up at all. We're gonna take our time. And while I'm doing my very light makeup, because I could do full makeup, but I don't feel like having that on my face for the whole night, we're gonna talk about Convenience Store Woman. Here it is, this little tiny book. I don't know what to rate it, honestly, because it doesn't seem like a book that made me feel very strong, significant emotions. It just felt like a story, which obviously, like, hello, that's every book out there, but not a story that I thought was like, oh, this was written badly, or oh, this was written really well. I just think that it was pretty okay. Also, this is what I do when I have things to do for the day, but like I don't feel like doing my makeup. Not that I don't feel like it, but I just feel like looking like I don't have any makeup on, but I know that I do, and I look just a little bit more alive, so I look a little more even. The lighting here is making me really upset, but I can't do this without the big light on. Can I? Hold on. Is this lighting worse or better? I can't tell, but I turn off the big light because I don't think that's helping my head, honestly. Anyways, back to Convenience Store Woman. It's pretty much exactly what I described in one of the last clips about a woman who is viewed as an outcast. She feels as if she's outcasted. She discovers that when she mimics people and their personalities, she's not as outcasted, so she's been like living her life that way, and she like believes that she needs to be cured because it's like a disease, and the only person that doesn't make her feel that way is her sister, her younger sister, who is normal in the eyes of society, has a husband, has kids, has friends, and she doesn't. And so then she meets that guy that I mentioned, and that I think is like towards the end, he seemed more of a figurative character than his own. Like, he seemed like the little voice in your head that tells you everything you're doing wrong and that makes you feel like an imposter 90% of the time. That's who he was to her, like the whole book. Just like this little nagging voice who was living in her apartment rent-free. For why? I don't know, to help her fit in. Like I said, it's a short story, but I do think it gets you very attached to her. It explains what the point of the story is, and it also gets you kind of attached to the convenience store because it describes the convenience store so distinctly that it makes you feel like you're there. The noises, the smells, the people. I thought that was really interesting because I think convenience stores are just overlooked. I mean, in general, I don't really think about them most of the time. Should I be telling you what I'm using? This is the e.l.f. Brow and Lash Clear Mascara. Does it do anything? Don't ask me that because I don't know. But I just started recently doing my brows with like a pencil, but I never did because I felt like I already have distinct eyebrows. But I use the pencil just like as a little touch. But on days I don't use it, I use that clear stuff from e.l.f. And then I use the NARS blush and bronzer. This one is called Behave. And then like the concealer stuff that I was putting on was actually a color correcting stick from e.l.f. But I pretend like it's just evening me out. Okay, what am I missing? Eyeshadow. I also wet my hair just to give you an idea that it's gonna look better. And it is. It's just a little bit frizzy. I have hope. It gets wet, but then like one of those little toys that gets bigger in the water, my hair will get bigger. Where's my mascara? I really need to have a better system for finding my makeup because it is all just in this tiny little bag. Just realized I did not blend out my blush whatsoever. Overall, I think I'm giving Convenience Store Woman 4 stars because, I don't know, I have no qualms. I have no qualms with it. Do I recommend it? If you're in the mood for that type of story, if you're that type of person that likes to read insightful literary fiction, yes. Also, if you're not, because I don't really read much of that, but it's short and makes you think. I'm not like 100% happy with this eyeliner, sorry, but I don't have time to redo it and it's not horrible, so I'm trying to make it dry so I can do my mascara, and then after that I'll be wearing one of my favorite lipsticks, the Revlon Wine with Everything shade. Dude, I love this one. Actually, I might do something else. I'm not gonna show you because I don't have time, but I might not use this. So just know, if the next clip I'm not wearing that, I wasn't lying to you. It still is my favorite mascara. I'm gonna finish getting ready. I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, so I just got home and my hair looks insane, but because we had the windows down on the highway and it was fun, but my curls took the brunt of it. I wanted to film an outro for this video though. I was gonna make it longer, but I'm not sure how many of y'all like long form content because personally I watch like hour-long vlogs and I eat them up. So if you like longer vlogs, I will do longer vlogs. Just comment and tell me, let me know. I'll give you the content you deserve. But in this vlog, I did read these 2 books. 2 very good books, 2 very blue books, 2 books that I recommend that you should read. That's all for this video though. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, do that now. Until then, I'll see you somewhere else on the internet. Bye!